for fighter pilots, a briefing always occurs at the same time prior to our mission. We call that standards. And I was wondering if I could get a volunteer. I think you got there first. Is it Amber? Yes, sir. Amber, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, sir. And Amber, I'm going to give you a microphone so you can talk. Would you please stand up, Amber? Everybody wants to see you, right? Can you all see Amber here? There she is. Amber, where are you from?
I'm from El Paso, Texas.
El Paso, Texas. Okay. Amber, you and I are going to go fly F-16s tomorrow. It is a 9:30 a.m. takeoff, and I got to tell you right now, it's standard in my squadron. We always brief 90 minutes before takeoff. So nobody's going to call you up tonight and say, hey, Amber, make sure you're there by 8 a.m. for the briefing, because it's standard. Everybody knows we'll brief up at 8. And I'm not going to say you're going to be nervous tomorrow, but you may be a little apprehensive, so maybe you'll show up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And you'll get yourself a cup of coffee, and you'll get yourself some flight gear. And about 7:45, you'll probably wander into the main briefing room. And when you come into that main briefing room, I'm leading, so I'll be putting the finishing touches on my briefing. And at 7:59, I will look at my watch and say, Amber, 1 minute until 8 o'clock. 30 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hack, 8 o'clock. Amber, would you please get the door and let's get started? Because our briefings start on time. Because what we've learned is when the brief starts on time and the leader is prepared and he or she delivers a clear, concise briefing using a checklist or briefing guide like you have for your tip, everything seems to go just a little bit better. So our briefings always start on time. Now, Amber, there's one other point I'm going to make, and you're going to think this is crazy. The whole room's going to think it's crazy. But in a fighter pilot squadron, briefings are never interrupted by questions. Now, that's not because Amber doesn't have important questions. This is simply a matter of efficiency. Amber, we've only got 20 minutes to brief this thing up. And if you need to ask that super important question right in the middle of my briefing so I know you're engaged and fully listening, there's a pretty good chance that's going to take our 20-minute briefing and turn it into a 40-minute or 45-minute discussion. And that's going to make us late to start engines, late to take off, late to air refuel, and I promise you we'll never make our time on target. So it's not because Amber's questions aren't important, it's purely a matter of efficiency. My contract to you, Amber, is because I'm using a briefing guide, I can almost guarantee you that I'm going to cover everything you need to know to be effective on this mission.